Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of the Section 5 3A Volleyball Tournament. Its first-round action is the number 8 Coon Rapids Cardinals host the number 9 seed Orono Spartans. Joey Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines for tonight's game, and Howie, very exciting for the Fieldhouse to host a playoff match. Has not happened in a decade.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and you know, this whole program is very excited for this opportunity to get the first section game at home. Couple of fairly evenly matched teams, the 8 and 9 seed. Orono certainly plays excellent competition, as do the Cardinals. So I think it's gonna be interesting.
Well, an 8 seed is the lowest to host in the 11-team section, and it means the winner will go on to face number 1 seeded Wayzata in the quarterfinal round. Osseo and Maple Grove will match up first round. Champlain Park, the number 3 seed, awaits the winner of Rogers and Cooper. And the number 7 seeded Buffalo Bison welcome the Park Center Pirates for the opportunity to travel to see St. Michael Albertville, the number 2 seed in the Section 5 3A tournament.
Yeah, whoever wins this contest is definitely going to have their hands full with the number 3 Wayzata Trojans. They're ranked 3 in the polls. They have one seed here, but 3 in the polls. Osseo and Champlain Park from this section also rated in the top 15. So this is a pretty good section. It's going to be very competitive, and you know, both teams talk to both coaches. They're both very excited to get this action started.
Orono Spartans come in at 11 and 16 on the season. Here's a look at their starters. Izzy Trove is the center. Sydney Piper in the middle. Outside hitter Mary Peterson. Josie Peterson, another mid. Melissa Randall, the defensive specialist. Lily Moss, the outside hitter. And Hadley Jurin is the libero. Yeah, and for the home team, Seda Green, the setter. Michaela Wilbur, the outside hitter. Nicole Post in the middle. Right side hitter Bella Bresnahan. Becca Mastiller, definitely a force at the net for the Cardinals. Madison Fowler and Peyton Shevchuk is their libero.
There's the head coach, Lindy Lee, for the Orono Spartans. And we had, as I mentioned, I had a chance to talk to her earlier. And she thinks that serve and receive and multi-possession rallies are the 2 things for her squad to be successful here tonight. In her first year, by the way, and there's head coach John Enns. We talked to him earlier. Girls are excited, getting ready to go. Kind of a special night, since the first time in 10 years that they have hosted a section volleyball contest.
Yeah, even the seniors, just second graders the last time that happened. And the opening serve from the Orioles has a little too much on it, and Coon Rapids will get the side out. Michaela Wilbur at the service line for the first time for Coon Rapids. Picked up by Jurin. Jurin will play it over. Shevchuk there to receive. The set goes to Mastiller. She bounces it off the top of the tape and to the floor for the kill.
You know, we'll see the Cardinals use that strength up front. We're going to see it here to start early in this first set.
And now Wilbur serves long. And the side out back to the
next server for the Spartans, number 7.
Back over to Orono. Wilbur able to play it over. The Cardinals a little sloppy. Tag from Moss, didn't have a lot on it. Here comes Mastiller again. She'll get another kill. And get the side out right back for the Cardinals.
Boy, if that front line is on tonight for Coon Rapids, they're going to be tough to beat. I mean, they're so good. They time their jumps well, and again, the velocity on that kill.
Well, and they've got a couple of different pieces. Nicole Post is hard to miss at 6'3" in the middle, but Mastiller, the biggest hitter. But you've got Michaela Wilbur, and you've also got Bella Bresnahan at 5'11". It's a lot of different pieces that can attack up front. Attacking through the middle is Josephine Peterson. She gets the kill for Orono and keeps this one close early on.
Well, and that's what the Spartans need to do, is obviously keep it close here early in this first set. You're on the road, you'd like to be able to, keep it close and try and get that first set win.
Mary Peterson serves. And Wilbur can't control. And Ace will put this back to even at 3-all. Set in the middle, tipped over into the floor by Madison Fowler. And the Cardinals right back in front with the serve.
Yeah, nice job by Fowler there. Just give him a soft little touch over the net, find that small little hole in the defense, and able to get the point for that 4-3 lead.
Anderson gets some help from the tape to get the ace. Her first serve of the night caught her by surprise. I think she thought she had just given it back to the opposition on the side out, but instead gets the ace as it falls over to the floor. Attack by Josephine Peterson again, and it's successful through the block.
See it there, is not able to get that block. They got a piece of it up front, but not able to control it.
And now Josie Peterson at the service line. Picked up by Shevchuk. The attack by Wilbur. Played over by Torvey. Here comes Masteller, blocked at the net. Good play by Bryn Peterson, and another stand-up defense at the line by the Spartans. Cardinals pass it over. And the attack good for Lily Moss. And we're even at 5-all.
Oh, nice shot by Moss as she just puts it right into the hands of Shevchuk. Shevchuk really couldn't do much with that. It came so quickly.
Peterson serve picked up by Audrey Anderson. The attack by Masteller. Another kill in the side out back to Coon Rapids.
Well, we'll see as this first set unfolds, keeping this thing close. Both teams trading points.
Josie Peterson. Serving for the Cardinals, number 9, Becca Masteller.
That one too wide on the attack from Moss. Cardinal point. What we expected early on was two well-matched teams, and Coon Rapids, some strong attacks, some good defense from Orono. They've had some good attacks on their side as well, and Coon Rapids has been in front, has not trailed, but have certainly not been able to spread any type of lead.
Oh, nice service there. I mean, you notice that front line for Orono doing a really nice job protecting up front, doing a good job on a number of blocks. But
this one tipped over by Peterson. Saved by Anderson, played over by Shevchuk. Crowd getting into it. Moss attacks into the net. And the Cardinals up by 4 at 9-5.
We talk about all the time teams going on a little bit of a run, and Cardinals here extending this lead to 4.
And an ace by Masteller. Split the defenders right to the back line. And a timeout for Coach Lee and the Spartans.
Yeah, and again, probably a good timeout here, up by 5. It's early in this, obviously, contest, but you know, as well as anybody, section playoffs here, you lose, it's your season is over. So obviously they want to make sure they're on the right page, want to get the right sets.
Well, 5 straight points for the Cardinals. You got to limit those runs when you can, as we talk about so often. It is a game of runs. Disrupt it with the timeout, if it works. Masteller back to the service line. A 10-5 lead for the Cardinals in this opening set. First round of the Section 5-3A tournament. And another ace, her third of this streak for the Cardinals.
Yeah, again, just a bit of a mishit by the Orono player, but a nice serve. I mean, strong service makes it difficult for the return.
And this one into the net. Well, in that last one, I think if if you let it go, I think it would have gone long.
It possibly would have, but it's right there. So, it's tough to judge. You got to make sure that you make the right call. And if you can play it, you most likely try and play it.
Joran the serve. And pass back up front was a little tight for Seda Green. Not played well. Ends up with an Orono point.
Again, that ball got in a little close to the net. It was a relatively easy situation for the Spartans.
Mastiller from midcourt, too much on it.
But yeah, I like the thought of the possible kill from there, but just a little bit too much. Cuts the lead to 11-8.
Some back and forth. And 4 touches, Coon Rapids point.
Substitution in is number 4.
Post coming back in for Coon Rapids. Get that size back up in the middle with a 4-point lead.
Shevchuk puts a little too much on it, and that is a side out back to the Spartans.
Again, trying to go over that back line, put a little speed on that serve, but as you mentioned, just a little too much mustard on it.
Bryn Peterson to the bench, and Melissa Randall to the service line for Orono, trailing 9-12. Set up for Wilbur. Spartans able to turn it quickly. Shevchuk is there to save. The set over the top by Seda Green. In the middle, the kill for Sydney Piper.
Yeah, again, a nice play up front for Piper.
Wilbur picks it up. The set back to Wilbur a little late. Pushed it over. Spartans trying to catch the Cardinals napping. Audrey Anderson attacks. Good attack in the middle, right to the corner for Piper. She gets the kill. And the lead back to 1.
Yeah, Piper strong up front. It was a beautiful set. And she's able to pound that to the floor.
Set for Shevchuk, pushes it over, picked up there by Mary Peterson. Jurin attacks, and Mastiller can't save it. 12-12. And now serve too far for Randall.
I'll give credit to the Spartans. They did a nice job of a run on their own to even this back up, and now with the Cardinals just up by, with that long serve up by a point.
That one got in close on Peterson rather quickly. Piper plays it over for the Spartans. Set in the middle for Post. Good dig there by Randall. But a bad touch by the Spartans means point for the Cardinals.
We'll see it again. A lot of power on that, but there you see just went over the line, I believe.
Wilbur on the attack, fouled the back line, and it was tipped. She gets the kill. And it's 15-12. Green service into the net.
Goes to Orono, the Coon Rapids service error. Orono substitution in is number 6. Madison Fowler serving is number 10.
Isabel Torve at the service line. And she serves long. Side out right back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, those kind of things certainly hurt you when you get that quick turnover back with either the long serve or the serve into the net.
And now Michaela Wilbur to serve for the Cardinals. Jurin picks it up near the back line. Mary Peterson will play it over. Shevchuk is there. Set from Masteller on the attack, found that back line.
Wow.
They faked him out and her come right behind Nicole Post.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Didn't
We'll
know
see it
how
again.
to defend that.
Nope.
You see Post in front, but Masteller's the one that strikes it.
Well, when you have a 6'3" player in front of you, you have to be so concerned about her.
Pushed over, partially tipped, and the Cardinals can't save it. And the Spartans continue to keep it close.
Well, they needed that point.
They have not led in this match. They have tied it a couple of times here in the first set. Masteller attacking again. Clearly didn't get the angle she wanted there.
She'd love to have that one back.
Bad rotation on the Cardinals side will give the point to Orono, and it's back to a 1-point Coon Rapids lead at 16-17. Serving is Piper. Cardinals play it over. Set in the middle for Josie Peterson, and she plays it wide.
Well, now it's getting to the point of the match where as it gets closer here to the 25-point mark, you have to be so concerned. The Cardinals with a slim 2-point lead, and the service.
Grace Henneman will come in and serve for Coon Rapids. Picked up by Randall. Jurin attacking from midcourt, sends it wide. That one near the back line, a little indecisive was Jurin, and then a little too late trying to pick it up. It's a 2016 Coon Rapids lead. It's a timeout for Orono.
Yeah, Orono, again, another good timeout here for them as they're trailing 20-16 as the Spartans not able to handle that.
So last time Cardinals got an ace out of the timeout. What is Henneman able to do for him on this service? Spartans pick it up. The attack is long. The streak continues for the Cardinals. Now up 21-15.
Or
16.
Thought that one of the Cardinals tipped it, but officials didn't feel that way.
Picked up by Mary Peterson. Set. Goes over to Moss. Masteller waiting. Not a lot on it. Jurin good save, but no one there for the pass. 22-16. Biggest lead of this first set for the Cardinals.
Yeah, awfully close into the net. Tough one to return for the Spartans. Oh, beautiful.
In the middle. Good redirect by Josie Peterson. Ends the streak and gets the Spartans a chance to serve and try and cut into this lead late.
Yeah, look at the open court there that she's able, just a soft little tip over the net. That was a fine play.
And Mary Peterson just too long looking for that back corner.
Well, and that hurts too when you just get that point back and you're trying to stay in this first set, and unfortunately she sends it long.
And now Audrey Anderson comes in and will serve for the Cardinals. Into the net, and a service line for a service chance now for Josie Peterson.
Yeah, and that keeps the Spartans in this first set.
Picked up by Wilbur. Dumped over by Green, and it caught the Spartans napping. It'll be set point for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're looking for the set, and she just pushes it over the net.
Masteller at the service line. She was there when the Cardinals had their best run of this first set. She has 3 aces. And she finds number 4, getting a little help from the tape to end set number 1. Cardinals win it 25-18. We're going to switch sides, take a break, and we'll be back with more from Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 5 3A first round of the Section 5 3A tournament.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Tight game in the first set, but started exactly how the Coon Rapids Cardinals wanted to. They never trailed. Not that they were able to get too far ahead at any time, but at the end able to stretch it to their largest lead at 25-18 is how they finished. Great start for Becca Masteller. 4 kills, 4 aces, excuse me.
Exactly what the Cardinals want to achieve here in this first set. Come out and get that first win. As you see, the kills fairly even. I mean, it's fairly even in that first set. Cardinals able to extend that lead, but that's something Orono's going to look here.
And that actually should be 6 aces for the Cardinals.
Right.
That's a
big stat.
Big difference. And of course, one we don't keep track of is service errors, a number on both sides. But those quick side outs, especially for Orono midway through when the Cardinals started to increase their lead, were tough for the Spartans to try and recover from. Cardinals start with the serve here in the second. Nicole Post stays strong at the net. Her first kill of the match.
Well, that's certainly their strength. Obviously, that size up front.
Wilbur attacking, off the block.
The ball is tipped out of bounds.
And it is a 2-0 lead for the home team.
Well, the Cardinals certainly would like to go on an early run here and build up a fairly sizable lead. And that's obviously one thing that the Spartans want to prevent since they dropped that first set.
This set in the middle, Piper is stuffed by Nicole Post. Bella Bresnahan and Michaela Wilbur were flanking her. That was a lot. There were a lot of arms there to try and get through.
That was a beautiful play at the net. I mean, just watch this teamwork. Great job.
Cardinals.
And a quick 4-0 spurt for the Cardinals. Good attack down the line by Josephine Peterson. Ends the streak.
Yeah, we saw some solid net play from Peterson in that first set, and that's a big point because they wanted to obviously avoid this bigger of a run.
Bresnahan tips it over. A scramble on the Spartan side, pushed over by Mary Peterson. Wilbur. And now Bresnahan will pass it over. Comes Josephine Peterson on the attack. Cardinals able to turn it. Wilbur on the attack, and the Spartans will not recover.
Spartans point, Cardinals.
The Cardinals quickly get service back, get the point, 5-1 lead.
Well, and that's the difference between winning and losing a lot of nights is being able to get those side outs so quickly and not allow the opponent to go on a run. And this one is going to end up just getting caught in close to the net by the Spartans.
And, we'll see how quickly Coach Lee for the Spartans calls a timeout here, down by 5. But she certainly does not want to get this, allow this to get too far out of hand.
Well, each time the Cardinals started to make a run in the opening set, the Spartans always seem to have the answer and find a way to climb right back into it. Gorgeous serve by Sydney Piper. Finds the floor.
Oh, Piper, a good player. We've seen her active here, too, in that first set. This has been a learning experience as a first-year coach for Coach Lee. Learning experiences not only for the girls, but also for the coaching staff.
Well, Coon Rapids players of many back-to-back aces by Piper went to that same spot.
Well,
Coon Rapids certainly no stranger to coaching changes.
Nope.
John Enns in his 3rd season, but we've seen a number of volleyball coaches come and go, as well as many other sports. Attacking is Mary Peterson. Shevchuk is there to pick it up. Played across by Post. And a bad touch on the set. Gives the Cardinals the side out right back. And again, Orono, every time they get the service, it only lasts 1 point.
Yeah, and that's the big thing, too, is that they've got to, be able to go on a run of their own.
In the middle,
big one.
Peterson leaves no doubt.
Spartan substitution, number 14, Coon Peterson, for number 13, Melissa Randall. Serving is number 2, Mary Peterson.
Mary Peterson to the service line for Orono. Short set for Masteller, didn't get a lot on it. Here comes Peterson off the top of the tape, and that's going to be 4 touches. And again, you see that just 1 point right back to the home team.
Right. Well, the key for Coon Rapids is to have a good service here, try and increase the lead.
Big block there by Masteller. Fowler was there to help out. Wilbur from midcourt. Didn't get the angle she needed, plays it into the net.
Cardinal substitution number 3, Audrey Anderson for number 11, Bella Brisling.
Quick set, Masteller on the attack. Josephine Peterson is there. Great one-handed save by Michaela Wilbur. Played over and nothing on it for Masteller. Just wanted to play it over, but it found the soft spot in the defense and gets the ball right back for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, it made it difficult for that return.
Miscommunication as she and Seda Green nearly ran into one another, and Becca nearly put out some teeth. And that one off the backboard, and a little bit of sloppy passing on the Spartan side. Coon Rapids starting to grow that lead a little bit here midway through the second. Already the 1-0 lead. Great diving save by Jurin. Great effort by Mary Peterson, and then it's passed over by Torvey. Wilbur tips it across, and the little delayed changeup finds the floor.
Well, again, that home tape helped as well. You can see it here. It's just going to touch the tape and roll to the floor.
Service is just long.
Spartan service belongs to number 9, Hadley Duran.
Duran's serve picked up, pushed over by Seda Green. Spartan's not fooled this time. Fired over by Torvey. Shevchuk on the attack in the middle. Great play at the net by Michaela Wilbur.
Yeah, Wilbur timed her jump just perfectly and able to get a piece of it and put it back to the floor on the other side. Cardinals 12-7. Again, just perfect timing and just a little soft touch to the floor.
Good attack. First call was in. Second was out, but
I think it was out.
They rule in. Sydney Piper, good cross-court attack for the kill to end the.
Let's take it. Let's see if we can see if this was in or out. I'm not going to see it from that angle. I don't know if we have a better look at it. Let's see if we can see it from this shot. I think it's out. I think it's out.
Points is confirmed for Orono. Orono substitution number 13.
Well, the referees did at least take the time to talk about it.
We have the ability of slow motion replay, so we could see it. To me, it looked out from on the initial play, but I'm a homer.
No way.
I know. I've been accused of it once or twice.
Seda Green
A day.
sets it over.
An hour.
Mary Peterson on the attack for the Spartans, picked up by Mastiller. Wilbur looking for that back corner. There for it is Randall. Mary Peterson on the attack again. That one is long. And again, the seesaw serve goes right back in favor of the home team, and they maintain that lead. Up by 5, have not trailed yet tonight. Going deep for that one is Duran. Piper pushes it over, ends the streak, gets the serve right back.
Now, this is an important service, I think, for the Spartans. You know, I mean, granted, it's just 13-9, but they want to try and keep the service here for a little while. They've had difficulty doing so.
Torvey's serve picked up by Mastiller.
Just miscommunication by the Cardinals.
Serving for Orono is number 10, Izzy Torvey.
Shevchuk kind of last minute, wasn't sure if that was going to stay in, decided to play it or pass in too tight to the net.
A couple of points so far here on the service run for Orono.
Mastiller attacking, and
that's a way to get
she will
service
get
back.
the service for the Cardinals.
Serving for Coon Rapids number 2, Michaela Wilbur.
Ooh, that one came in tight on Peterson, but the Spartans able to recover that pass in close. And not the prettiest point in the world.
No,
but
they'll take it.
The Spartans get the side out. And Piper at the service line.
So that service into the net is going to give the Cardinals a 15-12 lead.
Grace Henneman will serve.
Certainly not able to run away with it.
No.
The lead at any point tonight. But they have had the fortune of playing with that lead all night long. Bresnahan attacking. Duran is there. Emily Olsen into the net. Henneman able to save, and Duran picks it up right at the end line. Josephine Peterson tips around the defense, finds the floor.
Yeah, and really nice play by Peterson. You know, she needed the point for her squad, and she saw that little bit of soft spot on the defense. And again, just a little English over the net for the point.
Mary Peterson serving. And that one just out of the reach of Masteller.
Masteller just mistimed her jump there. Makes it 16-14. You see she just mistimed it.
Near the back line, Shevchuk, this set for Bresnahan. There to pick it up is Torvey. Peterson on the attack, right down the line and ruled out.
Yeah.
And overruled.
Just taking another look at that. I think it was in. Right, hit the line.
That's definitely on the line.
Yep.
Makes it a 1-point deficit. Bresnahan pushes it over. Mary Peterson is there. Here comes Josephine, but two-hand touch. It's good in football out on the playground. Not so good on the volleyball court.
A slim 2-point lead for Coon Rapids. It gets late here in set number 2.
Diving save by Shevchuk, but it goes out on the far side. Great effort.
Yep.
But no reward.
Well, and a good return, and it had some solid speed on it. She cracked that one.
Back set to Masteller, tips it over, saved by Torvey. Here's Josie Peterson on the attack, saved by Audrey Anderson. Here's Masteller into the middle of the defense and finds the hole.
That's a big point for Coon Rapids here. Now go up by 2, 18-16, grab service. And get to that little soft spot over the top of the line onto the floor.
When it was at this point that the Cardinals able to really start to pull away in the first set.
They're looking to do that here in set number 2.
Masteller serve. The Spartans able to recover.
Nice way to recover.
Attack in the middle, and Fowler didn't get the angle she needed, played it into the net.
A little bit of a miss hit as Orono is trying to hang on here in set number 2, down by 2.
Wilbur on the attack, picking it up as Piper. They'll go back to her on the left side. Didn't get much on it. Cardinals trying to organize. Here's Wilbur again. Timing a little bit off. And another missed touch by Torvey on the set attempt.
Tough loss or point for the Spartans there. Orono's going to call a timeout, trailing 20-17 here in set number 2. Already have dropped that first set.
Well, and that's, again, you talk about those errors, the serving errors and the touching errors on the setter, Torvey. And Coach Lee just trying to settle her down, build that confidence, get him back out there, and try and make a run.
These are important timeouts, especially as it gets a little later in the set. Obviously, neither team wants their season to be over. Obviously, we talked about at the opening, this whoever wins this one's got a tall task on Thursday as they take on the number 1 seed Wayzata Trojans.
Yeah, we were at the playoff match with the Trojans a couple years back when they were I think it was like the number 7 and 11 seed maybe, or 6 and 10 or something along
like
those
that.
lines.
Yep.
And they were a very good volleyball team at that point, and they were all freshmen. So now after a couple of years, they're
number 3 in the state.
Freshmen and sophomores, they're pretty good. They're a pretty good club.
Yeah.
Peyton Shevchuk will serve, a 2017 lead for her Cardinals. Piper plays it over. Shevchuk is there in the middle, Nicole Post, and she avoids the defense to get the point.
So far, the timeouts have not been successful for the Spartans. They've given up points after their timeout.
Attacking is Piper. Good hustle effort
Really
by
good.
Shevchuk, but all for naught. Kill for Piper gets the side out and the point for Orono Spartans.
Big service here coming up for Orono.
Randall puts in a good spot. Cardinals just have to pass it back across. Here's Piper in the middle. Sends it around the defense to the floor.
Yeah, I like the thought there. Again, just trying to hang on here in set number 2. It just doesn't take much, just that soft little poke over the top of the net.
Set for Wilbur, good attack. And the pass is wide by Randall, out of play. It's a huge kill.
Big time.
Serving for the Cardinals is number 13, Santa Green.
Piper's pass out the far side. 23-19. Coon Rapids trying to take a 2-0 lead here in this Section 5 AA first round matchup. Mary Peterson can't find a hole. Bella Bresnahan on the attack. Randall is there. Mary Peterson again. Is forced deep back to just try and get it back over and in play, but not able to do so. And now it will be set point for the Cardinals with Santa Green at the service line. And she ends the second set the same way Mestiller ended the first, with an ace. And Coon Rapids will take a 2-0 lead. We'll take a break, be back with set number 3 after this. You're watching the 5 AA tournament on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Second set, a lot like the first. Coon Rapids able to get the lead early and never trailed. This time the Spartans not able to tie it as many times, but they did keep it close from start to finish. Coon Rapids ending it with a 25-19 victory to take a 2-0 lead. And Orono gets a kill right in the middle from Piper to start this, or maybe it was Mary Peterson actually, to start this second set in this, or third set, and this is their first lead of the night. And now we see Coon Rapids with a bad touch on the set attempt and a 2-0 lead.
Well, it is big for Orono too to try and develop a lead here early in set number 3. They want to try and manage some control.
Wow. Bad pass back from off serve received by Mastiller. Just set it up and just hammered off of Nicole Post, right off her face. And they're going to say
violation.
She hit the net?
No, I thought her foot violation.
And she hammered that.
She really did.
Right at
That'll leave a mark.
Nicole Post. And now a serve error will give them the point and the ball right back.
Is number 7, Sydney Piper. Orono substitution number 5,
Serving is Piper. Wilbur on the receive, put the pass in too tight to the net. Spartans trying to fight to stay alive here in the third set.
Oh, that's exactly what they're doing, as they know their season will be over if they cannot get a victory here in set number 3.
Masteller on the attack. Good save there by Torvey. Bresnahan punches it over just in front of the defense attempt by Lily Moss.
And you'll take those kind of points anytime. Not the prettiest of points, but you'll take it.
Wilbert, good dig. Green, bad angle into the net, and the Spartans get the side out, a 5-2 lead here in the set number 3.
And serving is number 2, Peterson.
Bresnahan, they had to adjust. Josie Peterson on the attack. Shevchuk is there. Masteller just punches it over. Here comes Peterson again. This one is good cross court for the point.
Oh, this is a team in Orono that has won 11 games this season, so they certainly don't want to go out in 3 here in the sections if they can at all possibly avoid it.
Well, the ace got him a 7-2 lead, and then the service error gives Coon Rapids the side out. We'll see if the Cardinals are able to cut into the leads the way that the Spartans have been able to do in sets 1 and 2. Bresnahan serving. And she found the soft spot.
She may have thought that wasn't going to actually go over the net, but that again, just enough on that. She definitely mishit that one. You can see it go off the side of her hand.
A little more power on that one, picked up by Jurin. Attacked by Moss. Cardinals able to recover. Masteller. A little miscommunication there before she went to hit.
That gives the Spartans an 8-4 lead.
Serving is number 6, Josie Peterson.
Peterson serve, picked up by Shevchuk. Here's Wilbur from midcourt. Jurin near the back line. This is played back across for Torvey, who plays it over. Set across by Seda Green. A diving save by Josie Peterson. Cardinals nearly started celebrating. The attack is good from Masteller. She gets the kill.
Yeah, she did such a nice job of making that this save stayed off the floor.
Well, Josie Peterson dives in on this one.
That was just
and then watch,
great.
She's like, hey, play it over. That's still alive. Did not hit the floor. Pushed over by Bryn Peterson. Cardinals play it back across. Attacked by Torvey, right at the back line for the kill.
Yeah, beautiful placement. The Cardinals really couldn't do anything about that point, and that ball was placed perfectly back center line.
– 9-5 lead as Hadley Jurin goes to the service line. Passed back across. Twice, and the second time, Piper pushes it to the floor.
Yeah, much better.
5-point lead for Orono.
Much better set here for Orono, as it's do or die.
And miscommunication again on the side of the Cardinals. And you have a 2-0 lead, but how long does Coach Enns go before calling a timeout to settle things down?
Yeah, we'll obviously see down by 6.
Duran into the net.
Now this is a break for Coon Rapids. This is what they're looking for here. Now they need to go on a run of their own. try and cut into this lead.
Naya Sanchez-Fernandez serving is number 1,
Shevchuk serve picked up by Emily Peterson. Cross by Piper. Masteller is there. Wilbur, left-handed. Piper picks it up. Quick set is out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Coon Rapids.
And that's what you can ill afford here if you're trying to stay in set number 3, is those services into the net. And we saw Orono do that. They'd get a point and give it right back in those first 2 sets.
Good tight defense up front from Torvey and Piper. They played right down the line for the point.
Again, you just keep it close if you're Coon Rapids.
Substitution number 11.
Wilbur again just avoiding the defense, finding the line. Sada Green at the service line for the Cardinals. Piper in the middle. Didn't get much on it. Here's Wilbur on the attack. She's stuffed by Piper.
Yeah, beautiful. Really nicely timed block by Piper. 13-8 Spartans.
Josie Peterson for number 3, Sarah Murray. Izzy Torby now serving.
Well, Piper, one of the Spartan seniors, trying to keep her season alive. Bresnahan plays it over for the Cardinals. Piper plays it across. Set for post. Got there a little late. The Spartans able to pick it up. Mary Peterson will play it over. Masteller from midcourt. Played it right at Tilly Hogginson, and she couldn't handle it.
For the Cardinals, number 5, Grace Henley.
Sorry, that was Mary Peterson.
Henley now serving.
Peterson picks it up in the middle. Josie Peterson on the attack. Cardinals turn it around. Great save by Jura near the back line. Mary Peterson plays it over. Masteller, left-handed, picked up by Torvey. Here's Josie Peterson on the attack. Didn't get to the angle she needed.
Coon Rapids on Orono hitting error.
Serving for the Cardinals is Grace Henneman. Sada Green, quick set, post. Played it just wide. Tried to go to the side, went a little too far.
Yeah, and she had plenty of floor. She just, as you mentioned, just poked maybe a little bit too much on it. A little softer touch may have found that floor.
Bresnahan punches it over. Attacking was Josie Peterson, and again, just a miss hit into the net.
Returning is number 17, Sanchez-Fernandez, who will serve. She's in for
Naya Sanchez-Fernandez will check in and head to the service line for the Cardinals. Cardinals have to scramble. Green able to play it across. On the attack. Shot was long. The Spartans argued that the Cardinals got a piece of it, but Lily Moss just missing the back line.
She did get a piece of it. That was fortunate for the Cardinals.
Mary Peterson plays it over. Sanchez-Fernandez. Masteller, and that's going to be number 4, so Cardinals give it right back.
The Cardinals able to cut into the lead a little bit here. Orono up by 3, 15-12.
Mary Peterson serving.
Mastiller looking for that back corner. Jurin able to pick it up. Attacked by Moss. Diving save by Peyton Shevchuk. Mastiller. Jurin is there. Josie Peterson, and Shevchuk thought it was going long. She gets it right at the back line.
Yeah, and those are things that they're split-second decisions, and she did thought that ball was going to go a little bit long, but it was placed nicely.
Henneman near the back line, picking up the serve. Here's Mastiller on the attack. Great block by the Spartans, pushed over by Bresnahan, kept up by Mary Peterson. Here's Moss on the attack, and that one just got off the side of her hand and out of bounds down the line.
Lead back to 3, or down to 3.
Timeouts.
Cardinals going to call timeout, talk about things as it gets a little bit later here in set number 3, down by 3, but still plenty of close in order to try and close this one.
Well, the Cardinals want to make sure, and they have kept it close all through this third set. Trying to see if they can come back and complete a sweep here in the section tournament.
That'd be nice. It'd also be nice if people who are not following us on Twitter start doing so, because we're live. Just go to Twitter and see.
We're not live tonight.
No, but typically we're live on Twitter. Not tonight. You're right.
Not tonight.
But just go to CTN Coon Rapids. Follow us.
How do you do that? What's that called?
It's called the internet, and you got to go to the Twitter.
The Twitter.
Yep, and you got to slowly, like I do, just one letter at a time.
So you have to have one of those phones that doesn't flip open?
Or yeah, it can't dial up. You can't be the dial up, little rotary dials going on there. You won't, that doesn't work.
Bella Bresnahan at the service line. Her team trailing 13-16 here in the third set, but up 2 sets to none, and she finds the floor to cut into that lead a little more.
Well, good timeout there as she gets the ace.
Mastiller plays it over. Set is there for Bryn Peterson on the attack. Here's Mastiller attacking and scoring.
Yeah, beautiful play there to get the point.
And the lead down to 1 for Orono. And another ace for Bella Bresnahan. We're even at 16 all.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's a different third set here, because it looked like Orono was gonna try and run away with it.
First to 9, win by 2. And that one is headed long, but a good service for Bella Bresnahan to get it back to even. The Spartans had not led until this set, and they have not trailed since we began set number 3. It's the first time the Cardinals have been able to get it back to a tie. And now it's 18-16. And that service is long.
Service at 11.3 minutes. Orono substitution number 3 for number 6, Sarah Bergen and Josie Peterson.
Becca Mastiller at the service line. She was stellar in her first service of the night back in the opening set. Had 3 aces. She's got 4 in the match. Will not get one here, but will get the point as the play by Mosk heads long. It's 18 all.
Yeah, Cardinals again tie it up.
And another service into the net. Those unforced errors, Shapiro.
Yeah, they hurt you every time.
Jurin serving. Mastiller there to pick it up. Here comes Michaela Wilbur attacking right at the line. Gets the side out right back for the home team, and it's tied at 19.
Serving for the Cardinals, libero number 1, Shevchuk.
Shevchuk will come in and get an ace, and the Cardinals have their first lead of this third set.
Well, I'll give the Cardinals credit. They did a really nice job of getting back after Orono built a nice lead, getting back into this one, and now with the 2019 lead.
Well, this has been the best part of their set so far. That a weak pass, and Nicole Post makes it sort of pay. And now a timeout by the Spartans.
Yeah, and an important one here for Orono. Now they're down by 2. Cardinals 4 points away from moving on.
Well, and I was just starting to say this has been the best part of their sets to this point in first and second sets.
Yep.
It was at the end when they were able to kind of stretch those leads. And out here, having come from behind, down by as many as 5 in the first, or early in this third set. Come back to take the lead late here at 21-19. A chance to sweep up and move on to the quarterfinals to face Wayzata. And right now, all the pressure on the other side.
Totally on the other side, because when you have a nice 2-0 lead, and all of a sudden you came back in that third set, it will look like Orono was going to find that spark, and you've taken it away from them.
It's been a great night for the Cardinals. First home playoff game in 10 years, and they are trying to finish it up with a victory. Set to Wilbur, rolls it along the tape. Great save by the Spartans. But a missed. Oh, they went across the line underneath. It was a
great save.
It was a fantastic save, but unfortunately a foot foul underneath the net. And Coon Rapids at a 22-19 lead. Attacking Mary Peterson into the net. And another timeout for the Spartans.
Yeah, they see their season winding down here, just 2 points away from being eliminated. And obviously they want to call timeout here and talk about what they need to do in terms of strategy and how they want to make sure they try and hold on here in set number 3.
5 seniors on the roster for the Orono Spartans. Just 3 on the Cardinal roster. I just not realized I hadn't really looked at it, but setter Isabel Torve, just an 8th grader.
Yeah. Always nice to have that youth in your program and opportunity to learn, especially when you get an opportunity that young to play at the varsity level. It's invaluable.
Shevchuk returns to the service line at 23-19. Full lead for the Cardinals here in the third set. Diving save by Jurin. Here comes Piper, and she'll keep the Spartans' hopes alive. She's had a great night.
She really has. A lot of power in that kill.
She and Josie Peterson especially have been very impressive tonight for the Spartans, and those are 2 of their seniors. Wilbur attacks and just long.
Oh, they gave it to Coon Rapids.
Say it was touched, or did they overrule that?
They must have overruled.
It was very close.
Yeah.
Wilbur will get the kill, and it is match point for the Cardinals. Seda Green at the service line. Jurin picks it up. Attacking is Piper. Green's pass was outstanding as she hopped up. That was weird looking. Spartans able to get it back over. Masteller attacking. Jurin is there. Jurin attacking, this hit into the net, and the Cardinals will sweep up and move on to face Wayzata in the quarterfinal round.
Yeah, tough loss for the Spartans, not only in this match in general, but especially in that third set, because they controlled it, and unfortunately for them, they weren't able to hang on. And Coon Rapids, give them credit, they did a really nice job of developing and getting, especially late and obviously in that third set, to come away with the win and to sweep it.
That's what they were hoping for when they came in here tonight, giving this home crowd a first chance to watch section volleyball action in a decade, and they get a sweep of the Spartans 25-18, 25-19, and 25-20. All three very tight matches. And went back and forth. Give credit to the Spartans. They came out, took the lead early in set 3, and held it almost all the way. Cardinals came on strong at the end and closed it out with a win.
They really did, and we talked about it. Now they will travel on Thursday night to Wayzata to take on the 1 seed, but you get the first win, and you get a first win in 10 years in a section, especially with a home section game, and it's a nice one for the Cards.
Well, we will have highlights of the Wayzata match on Sports Night. But for now, all we have left on the fall activity schedule, Howie, is playoff football. Number 1
Very exciting.
Seeded Coon Rapids Cardinals hosting the winner of St. Francis and Cambridge Isani on Saturday afternoon.
Should be a good
and
one.
like this contest, unable to bring it to you live due to MSHSL rules regarding playoff action. So come support the Cardinals. Cardinal Stadium, 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
It'll be a beautiful day, Joe Young. Beautiful.
And then go back and watch the replay.
Yes.
But what a way for the Cardinals volleyball squad to start the postseason. A sweep on the home floor over the Orono Spartans, 25-18, 25-19, and 25-20. Their season will move on, but that will wrap up this edition of CTN Sports. Final score again, it's Coon Rapids in 3 over Orono, 25-18, 25-19, and 25-20. I want to thank everybody out for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.